8 to pass Patty Waugh for second all-time in wins. Like, that is incredible. Flower, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you hopping on. It's our new segment here. It's like players talking to players, just kind of, you know, mixing it up, chopping it up, and we appreciate you popping on.
Happy to be on. Thanks for having me.
So you guys just landed. You got into Toronto. You got the big game against the Leafs tomorrow. But I want to ask you about that because, like, the 7 games for Patrick Waugh, like, take me back to Marc-Andre Fleury getting drafted back as an 18-year-old. If somebody was to tell you that you're going to be, you have the opportunity, you're going to be one of the greatest goaltenders ever play our game and most wins, or at least up there in the top 3, what would you have thought?
Probably that you were crazy. You know, it was a big, big stretch, obviously. I'm obviously very happy to be drafted, but I was hoping to at least play one game in the NHL, because that was my dream, since a little kid. So I got very fortunate to stick around a little longer and have a chance to meet a lot of good people, a lot of great teammates, that helped me out along the way.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Patrick Waugh. We didn't think that we were going to be talking about Patrick Waugh or Marty Brodeur. It was almost like a Wayne Gretzky, a goalie type thing, and now we got Flower, who was right there. I remember I was actually at your draft. It was funny. I'm a couple years younger than you, and my agency was trying to recruit me. They brought me in, so I got to see you get drafted. I got to see you get going through your whole career. Well known that you're one of the most liked teammates. On the other side of that, who would you say would be maybe a top 2 or 3 favorite teammates throughout the years? I know that's kind of putting you on the spot because you played for a lot of guys. But pick a couple and tell us why.
Oh my God, that's hard.
I'm sure you have like 40 or 50 of them, but you can pick a couple.
I know, in 20 years, there's so many guys that I've played with and I out with. I know Rupp being one of them, but I think it would be hard to not put him on the list. So I think we always had good laughs, but no, honestly, like, this is so hard. Like, I think Sid and Gino were together for a long time. We had such a good team, good bunch of guys in Pittsburgh too. The Kunitz, Adams, Orpik, I don't know. My goalie partner, Justin Thibault, Ben Johnson. Sabu. I know, like, it's too hard. I can't remember everybody.
That's all good. That was a good list. That was a pretty good list.
I'll tell you what, though. Anybody that's played with you, you're at the top of the list with every single guy. Not just telling you that. We hear that all the time, right? Every single place you go. I want to know this, though. And I know that you and Doobie know each other, but kind of a unique way. We got this thing here that I saw this. You guys seen the movie Kicking and Screaming, right? Like, we got this thing with the Doobie. I didn't realize there's Doobie right there. He's coaching your daughter's soccer team?
Yeah, great guy. I try to because we have a little connection, try to get her a little more playtime. But
that's why you're here with us right now.
This is exactly how we got him on air. I say, you want Estelle to play, you better get on camera with us. So, she's awesome. She's such a sweet girl, really good little soccer player too. But I always ask her, it's kind of a fun little league with the school, and I always say, where you're going out next, where do you want to play? And she's always just like, I'll play wherever you want. Like, she's great, and she's one of our best players as well. So it's been a lot of fun.
I would envision her probably playing pranks like her dad does and all the teammates. Like, do you teach her that stuff yet, Flower?
Not too much, no, because I'm worried if I do, then they'll get me at the house, So I feel like
yeah, you don't want to open that up too quick.
No, you know what, we had so this is a new segment we started this week. This is the launch of the show this week, and we had one of our former teammates on, Jordan Staal, yesterday. Stallsy was awesome.
I forgot Stallsy. Yeah,
it got me thinking it got me thinking about, like, reminiscing about the old days, right? And you had a great history with him, kind of growing up in that organization in Pittsburgh with him. I was fortunate enough to be teammates with you guys for 2 years. And I remember this about you, and you've mentioned this a few different times, and I think you've said it publicly too in your career. Like, you wanted to win a Stanley Cup. You've won 3. I don't know if Vezina was on your list as a young goaltender. You got one of those. But you've told me before you wanted to score a goal. And I'm pretty sure you said you wanted to get in a goalie fight, right?
Hey, in his defense, he made a very good effort to fight Binnington.
We actually got this here. Let's bring this one up. And this is what's going on here, Flower.
Flower's doing what everybody else wants to do. Get Binnington.
I don't know. I think Binnington just punched Artman on my team right before that, and I fought when I was junior a couple of times, but then back then, like, you could just like square up, like get your gear down, and like they would just let you go, So then I was taken by surprise a bit. The ref just like didn't want any part of this, didn't want to let it happen. But
when I saw this happening, I was like, oh my gosh, he's been waiting for this. He's been waiting for this. Let's go. Let them go. Let them go. I'm like yelling at the TV. But hold on, Doobie, you guys got more in common than you think, because the same guy. Look what happened here with Doobie.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
And then, but there come the linesman again. It was the same side. It was like he kind of came out of nowhere. He was going around being a bit of an idiot, kind of taking swings at everybody. And then San Jose, he just got pulled.
Oh, the fake to Carlson.
So right before to me, and he goes off the ice in the corner. But I was like, oh, he's coming at me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go. And then linesman come flying in again. Yeah. So. It's too bad. We would have been, I think we would have been league-wide fan favorites if one of us could have got loose on them.
I'll say this, and you can fire something to Flower. Benner's been looking for it like every year. I see him. I don't know. I feel like he's looking for it all the time.
Looking for it?
But the linesmen, we love you guys. You guys got a tough job. Referees, you do an incredible job. Get out of the way, please. Let these guys go.
Yes.
That's what we all want to see.
If two goalies want to fight, for sure. Now, if Robin Leonard comes back and wants to chase me around the ice, I'd love the linesman to get in the way. But two guys that want to go, we should let them go. This is a story just about how great Fleury is and how everybody knows it. I got kids as well, and my 7-year-old, like, Fleury's his favorite goalie ever, and he's seen me play. But just the only thing that he ever asked me is if I was ever as good as Marc-Andre Fleury, and he asked me like on the daily. He'll see something on TV and he says, "Dad, were you as good as Fleury?" And I said, "Well, we competed against each other once in a while." And then he was lucky enough the other day at soccer that he got to meet Flower, and I said, "Parker, guess who this is?" And it was just, he just met his hero. And I'm like, I'm your dad, man. But no, Flower's his hero. So it shows how good he's been when my kids are watching as well.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. An honor to be part of your family. So
hey, we got this part we want to do right now. It's called What Were You Thinking? Okay, and this is going to be kind of like Caption This, and we're going to show some pictures. And you got to tell us what you were thinking in these pictures. Ready?
Very good.
All right. What were you thinking right here, Flower? I don't think I scored, though, on you. So I don't think this actually went in. So.
No? You remember all your goals, eh?
Yeah, it's not hard, man. It's not hard.
Not many.
Not too many. So I got total recall on my whatever I have in my career. But let's go to the next one here. What do we got? I like this one.
I like this one a lot more, yeah. Face first, no visor, diving.
Hey, I'm helping.
Thank you.
I'm helping my boy out. I love you, Flower. I was trying to do what I could here, although I think it was actually McCulloch is the one who ended up making the save. But it looks good on my behalf. Well, let's see what the next one we got here.
All right.
What were you thinking, Flower?
Oh, good times. Like I feel short too, like compared to Doobie and Pekka. It's like a little peewee goalie, I feel like.
He's probably. I got my mask on, so it probably wasn't talking that much. But if it was up, he's probably wishing that I stopped talking.
On this one too. What is this? Is this the All-Star? This is still All-Star here.
Yeah, still All-Star, right?
Yeah. I hadn't really had a chance to meet you. We kind of talked in warm-ups and stuff before that, so it's pretty cool. I remember getting a chance to get a picture with you in that All-Star game. It was a lot of fun.
And these are the ones we all remember of you. What are you thinking here, Flower?
Hope for the best. I don't know, just diving around, hoping for the best.
That was
like, did you know in that moment? Did you know when you dove across and saved that? You did in that quick second. We're Stanley Cup champs?
Not right away, because I didn't hear the buzzer, and then I was just scrambling, trying to get back up or on my knees or something, But I felt it in my ribs pretty good, so I knew I had a good piece of it, and I was happy with that.
Oh man, and there it is.
Yeah, good times. A little surreal. I don't know, just happiness.
How about though? How special is it too? Because listen, winning the Stanley Cup, I don't need to tell you, it's special on every level. But those guys that are in there with you on some of these, you got Talbot, these guys you grew up with.
Too.
You grew up with those guys, right?
Another great teammate. You know, we get along so well, and we play in the minors a bit together. We roommate together. Yeah, we're still in touch. Still see each other in the summer when we can. You know, so those are times that you always remember.